excitement will continue to be guaranteed with Starship, SpaceX tweeted, promising a surprise appearance for this variant. Alongside these upgrades, other basic designs of the Starship HLS seem to have remained unchanged or changed very little. The Starship HLS will never re-enter an atmosphere. Therefore, it doesn't need a heat shield or flight control surfaces. This design choice reduces its mass and the number of tanker Starship launches needed for refueling. In contrast to earlier HLS designs with multiple stages, the entire spacecraft serves as both an ascent and descent stage. The Starship HLS features 6 Raptor engines mounted at the tail and can go up to 9 with the Starship V3 variant, used for launch and most landing and ascent maneuvers. When approaching the lunar surface within 100 meters, this variant will employ high-thrust reaction control system thrusters located mid-body to avoid disturbing the lunar regolith with engine exhaust. These thrusters burn gaseous oxygen and methane instead of the liquid forms used by Raptors. Power is supplied by huge solar panels encircling the vehicle. On the moon, there won't be a Mechazilla catching tower, so the Starship HLS naturally has to be equipped with an additional 4 landing legs to be able to land balanced on the lunar surface. Well, designing Starship HLS for moon landing is one thing, but Elon has shown the capabilities of the spacecraft go far beyond that. Starship will enable humanity to build a long-term base on the moon, and if Musk's words hold true, it'll resemble the Alpha moon base from space in 1999. Fictional Moonbase Alpha, located in the moon crater Plato and constructed of quarried rock and ores, Moonbase Alpha is 4 kilometers in diameter and extends up to 1 kilometer in areas below the lunar surface. The complex extends outward from the central main mission tower in a series of concentrically arranged curved structures connected by travel tube transit tunnels. Apart from the central tower, the surface buildings are 2 to 3 stories in height. Moonbase Alpha would become a vital node for SpaceX's space operations, serving as a starting and arrival point for lunar missions. Musk's plans obviously far exceed NASA's goal for a lunar starship. This isn't the first time Musk has expressed interest in establishing a base on the moon. Back in 2021, Musk stated he wanted to establish a long-term residency on the moon. He stated, "It's been almost half a century since humans were last on the moon. That's too long. We need to get back up there and have a permanent base on the moon. Again, like a big, permanently occupied base on the moon." SpaceX's Starship lunar base is that of a horizontal Starship HLS placed on the lunar south pole, on top of the rim of the Shackleton crater. The base will be covered by a 5-meter layer of regolith, the material covering most of the lunar surface, to protect the base from radiation and micrometeorite impacts. Only the airlocks and the nose hatch will be uncovered from the regolith. One of the airlocks will be transformed into an observation deck that'll have a permanent view of the Earth over the lunar horizon. Expansion possibilities will be available through the nose hatch. The interior will have 3 levels that span the entire length of the vehicle, including the former methane and oxygen tanks. To accomplish this, SpaceX needs 2 variants of Starship. The first will be the basic variant of the HLS spacecraft. Upon landing on the moon and unloading the cargo section can be detached from the tankage section of the HLS Starship using a mobile crane brought to the moon on an earlier flight. On the moon, the lunar crawler will deliver a large cargo section to a predetermined location at the facility. Here, the mobile crane will lower the cargo section horizontally onto the moon's surface, where it can either stand alone or be connected to other HLS cargo sections. Once in place, the cargo section will be covered with lunar regolith to provide shielding from radiation and micrometeorites. After the Raptor engines are removed, the lower section of this HLS Starship containing the fuel tanks is transported to Earth for reuse on future Starships. Once the engines are detached, the HLS lower section is repurposed as a part of a storage tank farm for the facility. It's transported to a suitable location where it's either placed horizontally and covered with regolith for insulation from the sun or stays upright. If left upright, a canopy can be erected to shield the tankage from direct sunlight, reducing the boil-off of cryogenic liquid stored inside. The lower gravity of the moon makes such construction and manipulation easier compared to Earth. This ensures surplus lunar starships are utilized productively to create habitats, lunar farms, or other components of a successful infrastructure. The second variant of the one-way lunar starship is based on the tanker variant designed to refuel depots in Earth orbit. Lunar facilities will require a substantial mass of volatiles to support their operations, particularly for agriculture and industrial activities. The essential volatiles needed include hydrogen, methane, nitrogen, and water. Hydrogen serves as fuel or can be combined with oxygen generated from lunar regolith to produce water. Methane is used as fuel for starships returning back to Earth. Nitrogen is crucial for lunar agriculture and has various industrial applications. If there's no nearby water source on the moon, water can be transported by these tanker starships to support lunar development. Upon reaching the moon, the tanker Starship and its volatile payload are integrated into the tank farm of lunar facilities. The Starship's Raptor engines and any unnecessary flight control systems are removed for eventual return to Earth and use on future missions. In general, establishing a long-term base on the moon is a wise move for SpaceX. This not only brings benefits to boost the commercial economy on the moon for the whole world, but also serves as a stepping stone for SpaceX to leverage in efficiently building on Mars. Humanity should have a moon base, cities on Mars, and be out there among the stars, Elon Musk said. That's all for today's episode. Thanks for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye.